So from His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, he has faced his first battle in his presidency. Now, this particular update here, Brown, is a very tricky thing. You realize, some few weeks ago, President John Dramani Mahama, or appointed payer, or on the left side on the screen, Mr. Anthony Sapon, as the acting boss of Ghana Revenue Authority, which is GRA. Now, a brown man is our position of a panel could be resuming work room. The next thing you say NDC phobia, they've actually stormed GRA head office. Our Mopas panel, they want him out of the office. Now, according to the NDC, youth no more stormy, they said panel no party, that he's new and people go forward that and go for a while or more sir a year your friend is a 2 million accreditation now or meeting the year Jumano as a this particular GRA boss President John Dramani Mahama appointing him. So they want him out. We saw that the police went there and at the end of the day calm was able to be restored. But then that's sorry this particular man in the picture that screen he together with President John Dramani Mahama and the Ghana Revenue Authority, they have been sued. Now and also this issue is very trickish, but for those of you who don't know, I'll break it down for you to know. We have all the court details and all the things which is really involved. So for us to start, first of all, this whole suit, it is stemming from a simple phrase, I find a conflict of interest. Now, this particular man, as Mr. Anthony Sapon, who has been appointed and who was appointed to lead a GRA, okay, to be the GRA boss. According to this particular court suit, said this man is already working with another firm. As our firm from KPMG. Now, for those of you who don't know KPMG, we want you to get a closer look at what it is. What should the whole screens? Also, KPMG stands for Cleanveld, Pete, Mavic, and Cordula. Now, this particular KPMG, that's the full meaning. It sounds like a German name, but then KPMG, or more or various countries, but more branch be our Ghana. If any KPMG Ghana, into also KPMG Ghana is a member, is a member firm. Of the KPMG International Network and is the oldest professional services firm in Ghana. So they offer professional services firm in Ghana. Osha I say now, KPMG is a multinational professional services network that provide audit, tax, and advisory services. So we just want you to know exactly where this particular thing is really going on. Now we are questioning why Mr. Anthony Sapon appointment at President John Dramani Mahama or their man Akufo-Addo. So quickly, Yanko Quartrate, so exactly what this particular person can, and I said the reason why he is suing all of these people. To show the whole screen, so as you can see it on the screen, you could see say this particular one a copy of the court's summons Abba into share in the High Court of Justice Accra. Emmanuel Asafua ono any podi assembly court, so she's the plaintiff, and she is going up against the defendant. Number one, Anthony Sapon. He is appointed GRA boss. The second person and the second entity here, Ghana Revenue Authority, GRA, and the third one here is Attorney General. Now, all of these people, they have been sued by Emmanuel Safua, who happens to be a citizen. Now, they were saying there, as always, when we say there are some rater. If you don't come, they will tell you within 8 days. If you don't present yourself near their day, they will rule against you. So in this particular case, the Attorney General has also been dragged because honorable oversee now, as I say, which Muama state. Now let's go into the details and see why this particular case is going on. Now let's start with this particular one. Here share a statement of claim. Statement of claim usually it gives us a glimpse as to why this particular person is suing. Osha has here or say the plaintiff is a Ghanaian, brings this action to enforce the compliance of the law. The plaintiff says that a letter dated 21st day of January 2025, the President of the Republic of Ghana, acting through his secretary, purportedly appointed the first defendant as the acting Commissioner General of the Ghana Revenue Authority pending receipt of the constitutional required advice of the Governing Board given in consultation with Public Services Commission. So based on say nipa na John Dramani Mahama appointed or patch say it is they based on whatever has happened or so you appointed on the 21st of January nipa no proceed any other but then but the reason why this one is also bad. Now, according to him, even before John Dramani Mahama appointed, he has to go in consultation with the Public Services Commission. na aka chom se nipa we ne pese e present or you good na onye na almost someone bobo because the revenue no the arm of government a true nyine wo Ghana nya no moje inti ye nye obi o manage ni ya our economy will definitely collapse. Now we no feel say the plaintiff says that the letter under the reference in paragraph 2 above makes the effective date of the appointment as 21st June 2025. The plaintiff says that the first defendant before the letter was or is still website of KMG as of 26th January 2025 still listed as the first defendant as such, the senior partner of KPMG, a foreign accounting firm practicing in Ghana, with senior partner being defined by the website of KPMG as the chief executive officer of the firm. So basically, Nipan Air Patcher say this particular Anthony Kwesi Sapon. So this is where the lawsuit becomes so clear. I want to break it down. Oko KPMG firm na midi kan one semester. This is the oldest accounting firm they deal with taxation auditing in Ghana, the oldest. So me breaking it down what this particular KPMG does. They say if your company be or per se auditing, if your accounting books balance near the or per se company be embuam with them taxes. That is what they are really into. KPMG. Many companies use their services here in Ghana. Now Pacha say President John Dramani Mahama appointed this particular man. Okopsa website na website say KPMG na. It lists him says still na Oyobia or ye one of the chief executive officer of the firm. So this particular whole lawsuit, it boils down to just a simple phrase: conflict of interest. Conflict of interest. Na part say untimi sumbon sam and sumnyam. You have to worship basically one, okay? And I want me for when you enter trouble. It just has to be one for one. So basically, Apache said this suit. Apache said this man working with a private firm, KPMG, or your chief executive officer. Yema pay appointment as at 21st January 2025. But a KPMG on website so as at 26th January 2025 now. His name is still there as a chief executive officer. So that bless the line say, is he working for KPMG at the same time working for GRA? He has to choose one. Now, he can't work for both because Baku are private and Baku are public. And yes, Anna, if he's working in the interest of his private firm, and as he's working in the interest of the government and as a GRA as a whole. So KPMG, they give advice. Okay, they are a company, they give advice and tax auditing and they do taxation for various companies. You need if you see an GRA boss, services and also GRA for employee, and as I also or more. So this is where the whole conflict of interest comes in. Now, Yanko a year 5 also. Also, the second defendant is a statutory body with governing council that must provide advice before the president of the Republic of Ghana can appoint a commissioner general on the second defendant. The second defendant is a substantive or acting. Near passage here, Osha a year second a year defendant na a top na a Ghana Revenue Authority. And Oche will say, so particular Ghana Revenue Authority President John Dramani Mahama has to really go in meeting with them. Waka Chom say, okay, I want to appoint this person. Then he has to take advice from the GRA before he appoints any person. In this case, Nipa no appointing the crown only KPMG Ejuma. Yento has to be number 6. I say the plaintiff says the second defendant has no governing council. I say the plaintiff says that the second defendant had no governing council as 21st January 2025. Okay, at 21st January 2025. Osanto also was 7 said the plaintiff says KPMG has had a number of fee-paying contractual working relationships with the second defendant, with the first defendant as his senior partner at least until January 2025 or thereabout. So the person basically the ochemu written bebrebe the ochemu nyina say papa still na as a odasone a year KPMG for a year juma. And aside from that, before a be appointed to be crown, I was say the governing council of the GRA was say advising the president say pick this person, don't pick this person. But the president sorry wakwa appointed to be. without knowing the ramifications and also without knowing the effects. Say nipa ya yaba appointing or no. Is it going to work in the interest of the country and I say in the interest of the private firm? Now let's take this last one in here. The next page will say the plaintiff says the third defendant here has to be the Attorney General. Is the authority to be sued when action is intended against the government of Ghana, including the President of the Republic of Ghana. So they sued the Attorney General because on the BBC. So 9. The plaintiff says that the laws of Ghana have lost conflict of interest by a public servant such as the first defendant as purportedly appointed by the letter of the President of the Republic of Ghana dated 21st January 2025 against his personal interest. So as I'm saying, this particular nipa or the Seminaba Court, plaintiff no opa say defendant no Akwesi Anthony Kwesi Sapon no ono no still na as odaso ni KPMG adwuma and a law nature say untimi enhwe ha because of what we call conflict of interest. Until you appoint you as a GRA boss, you don't have to have any link or affiliations with any company which involve itself with tax, auditing, accounting, and now say even advisory. It will resign, but KPMG on website is even listed as a chief executive officer. And I said this particular one underscores what we call and I say underpins the theme I find a conflict of interest. 10. The plaintiff says that because of the ongoing fee-paying contractual relationship between the second defendant and KPMG on or regulatory with KPMG, this is bound to exist or develop a conflict of interest in the conflict of interest in the first defendant as the head of the second defendant and the personal direct or his personal direct or vicarious interest in KPMG. So now the person is telling us, say, Ghana Revenue Authority, they have a contract with KPMG. Ghana Revenue Authority has already contract with KPMG. Into a ban is an same KPMG. They have a contract with GRA no omo boss and also omo chief executive officer and he appointing no say onye GRA for boss and operate say ban is na there will be conflict of interest because here who say one kasa no ye adwuma ma KPMG and also we adwuma for in the name of GRA. Until I was say both entities no omo ti omo ho because KPMG GRA for any more contract on advice on taxation auditing in the Omo boss and he appointing as a GRA Omo chief executive officer and he appointing as a GRA boss. So nipa say KPMG on website and this man Anthony Kwesi Sapon, he's even still listed there as one of their chief executive officer as at 26th of January 2025 or let's say and as of file this particular So that's exactly what is really going on. That is what ABC say yes you the President of the Republic of Ghana basically because the contracts it breeds conflict of interest. ABC will be giving you more matters more updates on this but you need the same the BCB and for more updates